STACY'S is looking to support even more female entrepreneurs. The chip company announcing its 15 finalists for the 2020 STACY'S Rise project today. And the company is partnered with U.S. Women's national soccer team member Tobin Heath, who is a World Cup winner and also an entrepreneur. Tobin, it's great to have you with us today. You co-founded your company, Re-Inc. And so talk to us about why the partnership with STACY'S is so important to you as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, when STACY'S first approached us, we were really thrilled because it really aligns with our values of our young company, Re-Inc., which was founded, as you know, by myself, Kristen Press, Megan Rapino, and Megan Klingenberg. This idea of female mentorship to support female entrepreneurs was something that we're extremely passionate about, that has been very helpful within our own business. So just supporting these 15 winners in their pursuit of continuing to grow their companies is something that we're really excited about.
What are they based in? Are they companies in all different industries? And what's the support that you're giving them?
Yeah, this year they're all different industries. Before it was just in the food and beverage industry, but STACY'S just continues to grow this project because it's been extremely successful and powerful for these young entrepreneurs. So in this case, through the mentorship program, not only am I excited to give, guidance and expertise of what we've learned in this last year, I'm excited to learn about these other businesses and these other female entrepreneurs.
What advice would you give, Tobin, to entrepreneurs who are trying to start their own business right now, or just also trying to navigate these very challenging times in terms of a lack of demand and the health crisis that we face?
Yes, it's certainly challenging. The best advice I think I could give is that it's going to be hard. So kind of embrace those hard moments. And really, I really do believe in the difficult situations. There's gold there. There are solutions that need to be thought of, especially during this time. I feel like we have to reimagine our whole world and redefine kind of what business looks like. I feel like for young companies, there's more of an opportunity than ever right now because you can be nimble, because you are green and you can pivot. I feel like sometimes we get so stuck in the way, the world should look or should be. And I think it's important for young companies to understand that they can change, they can pivot, and they can continue to grow.
Tobin, you're involved in the equal pay suit as part of the women's national soccer team. How does empowering women entrepreneurs help address issues like equal pay?
Equal pay has become, a passion that's synonymous with the U.S. Women's national team. It's a fight that was started long before us and will continue long after us. So it's something that we take a lot of pride and responsibility in as being part of that team. And, creating Re-Inc. was just another way for us to kind of reimagine what the Incorporated can look like. And in that way, with our employee, we felt like we were constantly fighting against something. And by creating Re-Inc., we decided that we were going to fight not only against something, but for something, and create a world that we felt needed to exist for people that, weren't necessarily being represented in a fair way.
What does Re-Inc. stand for?
Re-Inc. stands for exactly that, reimagining the Incorporated. And what's so special about, creating your own company is you get to make these decisions on small things, on how you hire, on who you hire, on what you want your business to represent. And I feel like for us, there was so much freedom and liberation that came with that because, as a professional athlete, you're told so much you're told exactly what you kind of have to do and how you have to appear and how you need to be branded and things like that. But with our own company, there was just so much freedom in being able to make those decisions ourselves.
And what is it like co-founding the company with your teammates?
It's an absolute blast. It's definitely, even just starting a company in general is extremely challenging. I feel like for the four of us, we knew that we had a very special dynamic that really came at the business side of this from all different angles and really complemented each other well. So the founding group is so much fun. It's so fun seeing people empowered in these different roles, and to see the growth that's happening within each person, and to just see how then that shows through the company. It's a beautiful representation of, honestly, everybody's kind of passions and goals and values really complement, everything that we're doing and trying to create at Re-Inc.
Tobin, what is your day-to-day like? Because we know you were supposed to be at the Olympics this summer. Obviously, they're not happening because of the coronavirus, pushed off until at least 2021. How has that changed your routine?
Yeah, I think in the beginning it was extremely difficult because you're kind of like waiting for something, you're waiting for things to get back to normal. And then you realize, like, there's this idea of a new normal, and you kind of have to reset your mindset. So for me personally, I think it's gone from this kind of like, frustration, to this kind of beautiful exploration of each day, and realizing that there's so many different small moments and challenges that you can accomplish within just what's in front of you, and not necessarily trying to change things that you have no control in. I think for me, football is just like such a strong passion in my life, so obviously I'm able to continue to train individually and hone the things that otherwise I wouldn't have an opportunity to. We know what it's like training individually and in small groups, just from having our small off seasons. But having this without those big objectives that we normally have is a little bit different. So just kind of changing your mindset, but realizing that there's enough to do in today to keep you busy.
Oh, Tobin Heath, such great input. Thank you for joining me. Tobin is the U.S. Women's National Team World Cup champion and entrepreneur.